Warning. The language used on The Real Rush may be offensive to some viewers. Don't say I didn't fucking warn you.
It's the most wonderful time of the year, where there's plenty of wrestling and Oscars are winning, and 420 is the most wonderful time of the because it really is. And if you agree, you know what it's time to do. What you've waited so long to do once again. And that is, my gentle snowflakes, take your cojones and bang your head to the opening riff.
Shut up and sit down.
What's happening, y'all? Rushaholics, fart knockers, slap nuts, Cayo, come the mad movie professor. John Dub is back from fucking Cayo Perico and all sorts of ill shit that's happened since the Super Bowl. That was a long time ago. That was fucking like almost 3 months ago. So, how the fuck you doing? Yeah. I said, how the fuck you doing out there in YouTube land? I said, how you doing? That's good. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. Oh, that's too bad to hear. Hopefully you find another job there, lady. Oh, that's good. Well, I mean, you still got 9 toes left, so, you know, that's all gravy. That's good. Winning the lottery. That's great. See, everything's gravy. And my ass ain't never been in the Navy. And guess what, y'all? Seeing as in that this is not just episode 108, this is motherfucking, you know what's gone down since the Super Bowl? So we had WrestleMania, we had 420, and now we're about to have the Oscars. And since we ain't had an episode since the Super Bowl, and since we didn't come out with one for specifically WrestleMania, and since we didn't come out with one specifically for 420, and now since we on the cusp of the Oscars here tonight, welcome to RushMania! 3, 3, 2, boom, boom. My fucking Oscars stoned. Oscar stoned. It's the special here tonight. let's go ahead and get on down to the brass tacks at hand, which is the 93rd Academy Awards. Airing tonight on ABC, 8 o'clock, 7 Central. It's gonna be dope as hell. And you know what? We had we had some surprises, I would say, and some saving movies. Cause alright, so out of the 15 shorts, I saw 10 of them joints. All 10 of those were seen last night. We're filming this on Saturday, so yeah, you know how the fucking thing goes. Anywho, we saw 10 of those joints at Cinema Arts.
Alright, y'all. You know what that means. That means that the Mad Movie Professor right here is up here. Somewhere on here. It's Oscar weekend. I should have seen the Oscar shorts many minutes ago. But, you know, shit happens. So here we are, Oscar weekend. We gonna go ahead and make these motherfuckers the main event of Oscar weekend, because there wasn't no damn way in God's green earth or Devil's orange hell or any place in between Middle Earth, Mordor, all that bullshit and what have you, starting some shit that the Mad Movie Professor was gonna miss right here. So we're gonna go in here, kick it off with the animated joints first. Then it's going to be the live action shorts after that. So we'll check in with y'all in between and then a little something. And just keep on rolling on with this RushMania 3 Oscar special of the fucking real Rush. That's how we roll. Have fun, y'all. Love Professor Doug. And we'll see y'all back here in a minute. Peace.
And out of the 41 movies that have been nominated for Oscars this year, surprisingly, your man did quite well. And it's given some shit that's thrown in there that you wouldn't think would have gotten nominated for anything. So I saw 31 out of the 41 movies. Not bad. Not bad. But then you get shit thrown in there for like visual effects, like Love and Monsters. Or what was the other one that was a random one? Who gives a fuck? We'll come across it later on, or now, because we're going to get down to our picks. The official Rush picks for the 93rd Academy Awards here, y'all. Right here and now. Kind of lavish on the real Rush. Let me get my handy dandy pen here. And let's kick things off. Speaking of Love and Monsters, let's go ahead and kick things off with that category. Best Visual Effects. And the nominees are, we have Love and Monsters, we have The Midnight Sky, we have Mulan, we have the one and only Ivan. That was another, that was the other savior right there. Well, not savior, well, you know what I'm saying. It added to the count. So, fuck yeah, Ivan. And last but most certainly not least, Tenet. I'm gonna have to go with Tenet on that one. Boom. Next, Best Sound. Nominees are Greyhound, Mank, News of the World, Soul, and Sound of Metal. Now the only one that I did not see out of this category was Greyhound, given the lack of availability of Apple TV plus minus negative fucking underground above over the air streaming what the hell ever Apple bullshit iStream their shit is. And it was not playing in any theaters in this area. What kind of a fucking bummer is that, right? So, we don't know about Greyhound. But, going into this, I'm going to have to go with Sound of Metal on this one. And if you've seen it, it's noticeable. Why? Even though that's a good category, because News of the World did have some amazing, that in the theater setting was fucking fantastic. But we're going to go with Sound of Metal in that one. Next up, Best Production Design. The nominees are The Father, Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, Mank, News of the World, and Tenet. After just recently seeing The Father, that was one that we saw Thursdays ago. Outstanding film. If you haven't seen it yet, I suggest you check it. That actually came back into theaters given its Oscars consideration. So if you have time tonight, I'm not sure when this is going to air, but if you have time tonight to get it in, fit it in. If you haven't seen The Father yet, definitely check it out. Anywho, the last minute one gets my pick. And not giving anything away, but it's almost, how can I say it without giving it away? Same setting. That's all I'm going to say. Same setting and different uses. And it was very well done. Very fucking well done. Best original song. We have Fight For You. The nominees are, I should say, Fight For You from Judas and the Black Messiah. Hear My Voice from The Trial of the Chicago 7. Husavik from Eurovision Song Contest. That was the one. Who saw some shit from Eurovision Song Contest getting nominated for some shit, man? But bravo. Low C, Scene from The Life Ahead. La Vida Davante Lasse. And Speak Now from One Night in Miami. I'm going with Fight For You. It's just got that good rhythm to it. It's got that good throwbackish rhythm to it, and I fucking love that song. So Hers, Fight For You from Judas and the Black Messiah. Let's get my picks. Oh shit! You know what I've been forgetting to do, y'all? To verify this shit, I should be checking these off as I go. Give us a second here. And the Oscar for the best gender reveal goes to absolutely fucking no one, man. There we go. Alright, so we're back here. So what I'm doing is I am marking these off, and then I will sign it after we're finished here to signify that I verified it on this fucking episode, and I'll post it on the Instagram later on. But Fight For You, Best Original Song. Best Original Score. The nominees are The Five Bloods, Terrence Blanchard. Real quick, we gotta get down to some Five Bloods business. What did I say in episode 107? Just the last episode. The Five Bloods got no consideration at the Golden Globes whatsoever. And I said if the same thing happened at the Oscars, there was gonna be some, I forgot exactly what I said, but to paraphrase myself, there's gonna be some talking that had to be done. Now, the score alone, granted, Terrence Blanchard's score, yeah, hell yeah. It just enhances the movie as a whole. However, the fact that this is the only category that the Five Bloods got nominated in, Best Picture only had 8 nominees when we can have up to 10. What the fuck, man? Dropping the ball. First off, I mean, Delroy Lindo would have... I still think that he would have won Best Actor. All the way. All the way. And put this into a Best Picture mix. It would have given me an easy 2 plus my sleeper. Just saying. You fucking did the Five Bloods dirty. And it's fucked up. So we got the Five Bloods by Terrence Blanchard. Mank by Trent Reznor. Atticus Ross. Minari, Emil Mosseri, News of the World, James Newton Howard, and Soul, Trent Reznor, Atticus Ross, and John Batiste. This is a close one. Because Soul walked away with the Golden Globe, I believe. And I do remember mentioning to my boy that night, who's a fucking, like, he is to Nine Inch Nails what I am to, like, The Rock. Smell what I'm cooking? Alright, so. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. I'm gonna have to go with... I'm gonna go with the Five Bloods. I'm gonna go with the Five Bloods. Driving, and you pair that with the facial expressions of the actors that are, yeah. I'm going with the Five Bloods. It's Nine Inch Nails is still going, more than likely going to walk away with the win tonight, but I'm going to put my fucking back behind the Five Bloods. Best makeup and hairstyling. Nominees are Emma, Hillbilly Elegy, Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, Mank, and Pinocchio. I'm going to go Pinocchio because, as I stated in my review of it, it's all live action. If there's any CGI at all, it's very minimal use, so it's all live actors and such that are playing the various characters, including Wooden Pinocchio himself. Check out my review on that shit too. Best International Feature Film. The nominees are, we have Another Round from Denmark, Better Days from Hong Kong, Collective from Romania, The Man Who Sold His Skin from Tunisia, and Quo Vadis Aida from Bosnia and Herzegovina. Quo Vadis Aida is the only one out of this category that I did not get to see. Honestly, this comes down as to, really for me, between Better Days, which is, wow. Both one of the, it's up there with, like, the opening scene is up there with, like, Hereditary and Midsummer. It's up there. It's not quite that extreme, but it's up there. And yet the whole movie isn't like that at all. It's got its moments, but it's well balanced. And The Man Who Sold His Skin. Another one, which I can say honestly the very same about, but I'm going to have to go with The Man Who Sold His Skin. Because not only do I feel like that is this year's best international feature film, but along with Nobody, which is still in theaters even though it's on demand, but yeah, it's still in theaters right now. We're going to do a quick little review on that shit real quick. Nobody, if there's any movie to see, I haven't seen Mortal Kombat yet, even though that did drop yesterday. It's fucking Nobody. That movie's badass. Go check that shit out. Anywho, The Man Who Sold His Skin, along with Nobody, both just became instant faves of your man here, so we're going to go with that. Best Film Editing. The nominees are The Father, Nomadland, Promising Young Woman, Sound of Metal, and The Trial of the Chicago 7. And for the same reason that I voted for it that I gave it my nod for Best Product Design, is the same reason that I'm going to give it the same nod for Best Film Editing. I'm going with The Father on this one. Booyah. Best Documentary Short. The Great White Buffalo. The Great White Buffalo. Of all categories. The only time that I've ever seen all of them was last year. Or I think any of them. We saw none of them this year, so I have to remove myself from that category. Along with the next category, Best Documentary Feature. Even though, let's name off the nominees. Let's at least do that. Best Documentary Short nominees are Colette, A Concerto is a Conversation, Do Not Split, Hunger Ward, and A Love Song for Latasha. Next up, we have Best Documentary Feature, which I only saw one of, so I'm going to remove myself from that category as well, but we'll name off the nominees. Collective, that was the one because it also got nominated as Best International Feature Film. Crip Camp, The Mole Agent, My Octopus Teacher, and Time. Next up, we have Best Costume Design. The nominees are Emma, Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, Mank, Mulan, and Pinocchio. Emma's probably going to win it, so I'm going to go with Emma on that one. Best Cinematography. Judas and the Black Messiah. The nominees are, I should say, Judas and the Black Messiah, Mank, News of the World, Nomadland, and The Trial of the Chicago 7. I think this is one of the ones that Nomadland takes home. It's going to be a battle, I think, between, well, Mank's got the most nominations, but I think that's one of the ones Nomadland takes home. Next up, Best Animated Feature. The nominees are Onward, Over the Moon, A Shaun the Sheep Movie, Farmageddon, Soul, and Wolfwalkers. I only saw 2 from this category. Now, this qualifies your boy for that category because at least I saw 2. I got something to compare something against. Those would be Onward and Soul, and between those two, same as for the Golden Globes, I'm picking Soul, and Soul did take home the Golden Globe for that joint, didn't it? Check that out for me, post-dub. Thank you. So we're going with Soul on that one. We're getting down to the nitty-gritty here.
As I sit here awaiting the beginning of the animated short section of this year's 2K1 Shorts TV Shorts Fest Oscar nominees, I just realized something, y'all. Started the Real Rush in 2017. This was part of Start of the Real Rush, and we've been coming to Cinema Arts to see this joint 2017, 2018, 19, 20, 21. 5 years in a row, y'all. Go fucking us. Have fun, y'all. Love J-Dub. We'll see y'all back here in a little bit. Whenever. Peace.
What did I say a couple moments ago? Oh yeah, fuck it. We getting down to the nitty gritty. So, next up, Best Adapted Screenplay. The nominees are Borat, subsequent movie film, The Father, Nomadland, One Night in Miami, and The White Tiger. Another tough category, but hey, if they weren't tough categories, tough races, it wouldn't be the fucking Oscars. I'm going with One Night in Miami on this joint, which moves us right along to Best Original Screenplay. The nominees are Judas and the Black Messiah, Minari, Promising Young Woman, Sound of Metal, and The Trial of Chicago 7. We're going with Promising Young Woman. Booyah.
How my eyes looking? They're getting red and moist and shit because the mad movie professor right here just got finished going on one hell of an emotional thrill ride, as we always do at one of our favorite times of the cinematic events, one of our favorite cinematic events of the year, the shorts. The live action and the animated shorts. I know, my bad. Like I said, I'm just coming out of the double feature right now. I thought I was going to have a little bit more time in between the animated and the live action to catch up with y'all here on the Rush and shit, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't. So, let's do a little bit of a rundown here real quick while we still standing in front of the cornerstone, one of the main cornerstones of the Real Rush. Thank y'all for always holding it down. Cinema Arts, y'all are the shit, man. Anywho, let's roll it down. So, as far as animated goes, the nominees are, we're just going to run down the nominees and my thoughts on them real quick. Burrow. Burrow was quite cute. I liked Burrow. Genius, Loki? Not quite sure how to pronounce it, and I'm not quite sure how to pronounce that fucking movie either, because that was like abstract art on acid. I don't know what the fuck was going on in that one. Opera, you want to talk about some trippy shit. I've never done acid, and if I ever do, I wouldn't watch that shit. But I mean, it was still intriguing, just trippy as hell. If Anything Happens, I Love You. That was some heavy hitting shit. And then you got Yes People, which is some feel good. It was good. It was good. So what's gonna win? What's gonna win? We don't know. I'm gonna tell you here in a little bit on the Real Rush when we cut back here. But of course, there were some highly commended ones. So we got some extra ones that came after. We got Kapi Mahu from the U.S. These weren't nominated. They just showed after the shorts for, bonus features. That was pretty good. We had The Snail and the Whale from the UK, and that was pretty good as well. But there's always one highly commended short that I feel should have gotten nominated, and it usually hits me quite hard. That one was called To Gerard from the US, and yes, To Gerard, that hit your man right here, and I honestly think that one should have gotten nominated. So it'll be interesting to see what happens in that category. What's my prediction going to be? Like I said, I'm gonna let you know. I don't even know if I don't think I'll let you know on the episode here real quick already. But anywho, live action. So the nominees are, and we could just run down these because we didn't have there were no highly commended bonuses after this one. So, The Present and White Eye, those are pretty good. The Letter Room, pretty good as well. Got Oscar Isaac showing up in the joint. The heavy hitters, though. The ones that I feel it's really going to come down to, that category right there, best live action short, I really feel it's going to be between Feeling Through and Two Distant Strangers. Because, goddamn. If you got time before you get to watch the Oscars this weekend, check these shorts out, man. But yeah, between those two, which one of it's going to be, I don't know. We're going to find out. Well, we're going to find out later on Sunday night, tonight, whenever the hell this airs. But I'm going to give you my predictions right here. Not right here, but right here on the Real Rush here in a second as we get back to the Oscar special RushMania 3 after being gone for so goddamn long. So have fun, y'all. Love Professor Dub. Let's get back to future Professor Dub at the Rush Vault. Love you guys, and I love you, Dub. Have fun, y'all. Love Dub. Peace out.
Which leads us right along to Best Shorts. The first one being Best Short in the Animated category. To rerun these back down, the nominees are Burrow, Genus Lauki, you know me. If Anything Happens, I Love You, Opera, and Yes People. And though I thoroughly enjoyed Yes People, I think we're going to have to go in favor of If Anything Happens, I Love You. Because that was fucking... I'm going to talk about Mask Soka. Damn you. But that moves right along to Best Short in the live action category. And the nominees once again are Feeling Through, The Letter Room, The Present, Two Distant Strangers, and White Eye. Feeling Through is definitely more light in tone, and that was a Mask Soaker as well. However, given the tone of today's fucking social climate, I think Two Distant Strangers walks away with this Oscar later on tonight. Which moves us. We are in the final countdown now.
This motherfucker look like Don Knotts fucked Ralph Furley.
I gotta go. Since we're gonna go down to the main event shit, we should kick things off with the Best Supporting Actor and Actress categories. And of course, ladies first. So Best Supporting Actress, the nominees are Maria Bakalova, Borat, subsequent movie film; Glenn Close, Hillbilly Elegy; Olivia Colman, The Father; Amanda Seyfried, Mank; and Yejung Yoon, Minari. That is always a fucking close ass category, man. Always a close ass category. And I really want to say that it comes down to between Maria and Glenn. And I'm still sticking behind Glenn as Mama. Which moves us right along to Best Supporting Actor. The nominees are Sacha Baron Cohen for The Trial of Chicago 7, Daniel Kaluuya, Judas and the Black Messiah, Leslie Odom Jr., One Night in Miami, Paul Raci, Sound of Metal, and Lakeith Stanfield, Judas and the Black Messiah. This is another one that threw me off. Again, why are you having Kaluuya and Stanfield in the same category when Kaluuya should be in the Best Actor fucking category, man? Along with fucking Delroy Lindo. Anywho. No matter what, one of these motherfuckers from Judas is walking away with it. And I think, again, it's going to be Daniel Kaluuya. Even though I did state, what was it, in my review of the Trial of Chicago 7, that Sacha Baron Cohen should be easy pickings Abby Hoffman as a Best Supporting Actor. But then, I mean, then you got, then Kaluuya showed up as Fred Hampton. And, whew! So I'm going Kaluuya on that one. Which leads us to Best Actress. The nominees are Viola Davis, Ma Rainey's Black Bottom; Andra Day, The United States vs. Billie Holiday; Vanessa Kirby, Pieces of a Woman; Frances McDormand, Nomadland; and Carey Mulligan, Promising Young Woman. Now, the only one that I hadn't seen of these, this is the same lineup that we had at the Golden Globes. The very same fucking lineup. The only one out of these that I hadn't seen at that point was The United States vs. Billie Holiday, which I have seen. And yeah, Andra Day totally... Alright, she totally deserved her nomination at the Golden Globes and tonight here at the Oscars. Yeah, oh man, that's a tough-ass category. That's a tough-ass category. Woo! Because I originally had Viola Davis at the Golden Globes. I hadn't seen fucking Billie Holiday yet. So tonight, here on The Real Rush, our official pick. Alright. After some deliberation, I'm switching. The Rush favors behind Andra Day, The United States vs. Billie Holiday. Interesting. Best Actor. The nominees are Riz Ahmed, Sound of Metal; Chadwick Boseman, Ma Rainey's Black Bottom; Anthony Hopkins, The Father; Gary Oldman, Mank; and Steven Yeun, Minari. Gary Oldman was fucking damn phenomenal, magnificent as Herman J. Mankiewicz, but we got to go with the obvious here. We got to go with the shout out to our fallen brother, Chadwick Boseman, putting on a performance of a fucking lifetime, and I still say, once again, I think he knew it. going into that role as Levy in Ma Rainey's Black Bottom. So Chadwick Boseman is walking away with the Oscar for Best Actor tomorrow night, brother. Best Director. The nominees are Another Round, Thomas Vinterberg. Mank, David Fincher. Minari, Lee Isaac Chung. Nomadland, Chloe Zhao. And Promising Young Woman, Emerald Fennell. As close as this one sounds, I'm going to stick with my Golden Globe pick, who actually walked away with the Golden Globe for Best Director. And that was, and will be, Miss Chloe Zhao for Nomadland, because Nomadland is one of the movies that we saw in between this whole shit. And, yo, not only do you have, I mean, you got Frances McDormand of it, yes. But Chloe Zhao has this uncanny ability to be able to take people from whatever the natural setting of the movie is and place them in the movie without it feeling like it's forced. And even giving them like lines and shit. So same as she did for her movie a couple years ago called The Rider, which we saw as part of the Real Rush, but didn't review on here. Definitely check it out. She took actual horse riders to play scripted roles in that movie. She did the same here in Nomadland, and being a budding director, that doesn't sound like an easy task. And she's, I would say, already a veteran in her field. So, Miss Chloe, you got our nod again tomorrow night, which leads us to the main event here. Best Picture. The nominees are The Father, Judas and the Black Messiah, Mank, Minari, Nomadland, Promising Young Woman, Sound of Metal, and The Trial of the Chicago 7. Womp, 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 womp. Well, as per usual, I'm still going to do my usual 2 plus a sleeper. It's just a matter of which gets signified as the sleeper. Actually, no, there is no which gets signified as the sleeper. Because I'm going to go with this year, instead of what will win and what should win in a sleeper, I'm going to pick my 2 of what the fuck I think should win and a sleeper. So the main 2 going with the 93rd Academy Awards are Judas and the Black Messiah and Promising Young Woman. And as far as the sleeper goes, for which I think it could come out of nowhere, Nomadland's an obvious. Many feel that that's a favorite. Mank's got the most fucking nominations. However, I'm feeling a swerve, and they do like to do shit like that. And Best Picture could very well end up going to The Trial of the Chicago 7. Doing that right there with the circle around the S and shit. And this is now the point where I sign. Ta-da! What fucking time is it? It is 9:33. 9:33 p.m. for fucking, what's today? 24. 2K21. So yeah, it took a little bit longer than expected, but that's my breakdown of the fucking Oscars for this year, yo. The Oscars tonight, 8 o'clock p.m., 7 Central on ABC. Don't miss it. But at the same fucking time, you got Impact Rebellion on with my boy, Impact World Champion, Rich Swann, battling versus AEW World Champion, Kenny by God Omega. Title versus title. Only one's gonna walk away with all the fucking gold. These motherfucking things are happening at the same time. And maybe that's why God has blessed me. Maybe that's why God has blessed me with a DVR and shit. So we'll see what happens there, man. But in the meantime, y'all, thanks for joining us here on RushMania Tress and dealing with me as I blittered through our fucking Oscar predictions here for this year. Somebody get me down from here! And as always, dude, you can follow your man. As I've still been doing this whole time, you know, prove that I'm like still fucking alive and shit. You can follow your man for your you can follow your man for my live movie check-ins and updates as they occur. You can follow your man on Instagram @JDub Champion, #TheRealRush. Man. Okay, note to self, Chocolope. That may not be a good film grain. It may be more of a director's cut grain. Yet I digress. In the meantime, as always, have fun, y'all. Love J-Dub. Be safe out there. Remember to chill. Enjoy yourselves. Don't let the weight of the world get you down, because it will do that shit. It will try, but don't fucking let it. And have fun, y'all. And love Professor Dub. We'll see you next weekend. Peace. This is the part where a motherfucker go get some motherfucking munchies. Seriously, some fucking munchies. I'm fucking hungry, y'all.